36-year-old Whisper Owen and her 8-month-old daughter Sandra McCarty were both last seen on Tuesday, July 15th, 2025. Whisper's mother Vicky stated that Whisper and Sandra had actually stopped by her house in Fresno before Sandra's doctor's appointment at 8:30 a.m. in the area. This was just apparently a routine checkup for baby Sandra, and it was reported that Whisper had stopped by her mom's house just to change her diaper. After Sandra's doctor's appointment, Whisper drove to her brother Richard's house, who lives nearby. She stayed there until about 2:45 before returning to her mother's house, where she stayed and hung out until around 5. Whisper lives about 2.5 hours away from her mom, so she decided to leave around 5 so that she could try to make it home to Elk Grove before dark. Now, Whisper actually lives in Elk Grove with her other 3 children, as well as her partner Robert McCarty. Now, if Whisper left her mom's house around 5 o'clock and headed straight home, she would have made it home to Elk Grove around 7:30 p.m. That would have been without stops. Now, shortly after 8 p.m. that night, she was actually captured on surveillance footage driving her vehicle through Atwater, California. Atwater is just north of Fresno, where she was at visiting her mom and brother, and it's only an hour away from there. So this is an area that she should have been driving through around 6 o'clock, an hour after leaving her mom's house. Instead, she was there hours later, shortly after 8, which leads me to believe that she had stopped and done something, or possibly had to pull over due to a medical emergency. I'm not sure. Now, 4 days after Whisper left her mom's house, her partner Robert actually called the family and asked to speak with Whisper. He said that he was under the impression that Whisper had been staying with them over the last few days. The family told him that Whisper had actually headed back home on Tuesday the 15th, so that means that she was unaccounted for 4 days. Robert said that Whisper doesn't have a phone. Her brother said that she also didn't have a phone, didn't have a working phone for about a year. And Robert did say that Whisper has a tendency of visiting her family in Fresno and staying for a few days, so he didn't think anything of it. That is until the weekend, when she didn't return, and he started getting worried because typically they spend the weekends together with their kids. It was at this point when a missing persons report was filed, and they started retracing Whisper's steps from Fresno to Atwater, but they were unable to find any trace of her. Vicky, Whisper's mother, did say that Whisper suffers from high blood pressure, which seemed to have worsened after Sandra was born. So Whisper's brother is extremely worried that she may have had a medical emergency and may have drove off the side of the road somewhere. Right now, authorities in Fresno, California are saying that they are investigating this, but they have no reason to suggest that there is any foul play involved in both Whisper and her daughter's disappearance. This is the flyer where you can see Whisper's vehicle, Whisper, her daughter, as well as the license plate of her 2006 Chevy. If you live in the Atwater, Fresno, California area, please check your cameras, and if you have any information, please contact authorities immediately. Their number is right here on the flyer. As soon as we have any information, I will be sure to update you guys. What are you thinking in the comments? Do you think that this is a result of foul play, or do you think that this is just a terrible accident? Let me know.